What's up, guys? So this is going to be a video on the trades that we took last night during Asian session, pretty much when market opened and during London session. So let's go over here to GU. So looking at this from a daily chart, you can see here we are at this support 1.36 even. That's a psychological level. So pretty much I mark off 1.36, 37, 38, and 39 psychological levels. And then you can see down here, we reach this demand zone and it also lines up with 1.36 even. We came down here, we had this big bearish candle. Second candle was a smaller candle and it had a long bottom wick. So then that's telling me that the bear momentum is running out, especially that we're forming, especially showing that we're going to pretty much form a double bottom here. So it was about, let me see here, pull this up. You can see 6:18 p.m. I don't know why that keeps popping up, but 6:18 p.m. I sent out buy signals on, this is GU, and I sent out buy signals on GJ. So that's 6:18 p.m. yesterday. So let's pull this back over here, and you can see, I mean, it just completely took off. And the thing here is because you got to wait for price to accumulate down here. Like when it reaches the key level, this is literally where it was when I sent out the signal. So you can see off of a 15-minute chart, price is just in a range and it's just accumulating. Overall, if you really look at it, you can see it's starting to rotate, right? You're getting higher highs and higher lows. In this sense, you get this break of the structure here, higher high, higher low, equal highs, equal lows. Then you're pretty much breaking out of the structure, retest, manipulation, grabbing people that had stop losses below this higher low here to come further back to retest in here, and then just, I mean, skyrockets. So like the way that you can catch this, like if you didn't, I use the pad thai trading sessions. So if you pull this up, you can see this white area is Asian session, this is London, and then this is New York session. So all this movement happened last week Friday, right? So then this is where Asian session opened up, it came down and it went up. You start seeing the break of structure. So when I start to see this higher low right here, that's when I was looking to buy, when it started breaking this immediate structure here, because it's confirming that this is rotating over at this point. So as you can see, like during Asian session, we actually got some nice movement. It started to go up. It was about, let's see here, 30 pips pretty much. And then London session came to retest this box, came down, retested it, and it went up. So it's like, if you missed this entry on the Asian session, you could have easily caught this entry off of London session when it came back to retest, because you can literally see the shift in structure. So take the buys here off of this engulfing candle. I mean, or if you want to be safe, you could wait for it to break the retracement highs here and target the next whole number, so 1.37. This trade overall was a, let me see here, yeah, 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. And then we got GJ here, so this is still running, but it's pretty much the same setup as GU. You got it came all the way down here. It didn't quite hit 149 even, but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily matter. It came into this demand zone. That's the biggest thing. This actually hit 149. So the fact that it formed this big sell, then this smaller sell with the bottom wick, that's telling you that the seller's momentum is running out and it's running into this big demand zone. So then you go down to the 4-hour. At this time, you had this candle here. So to me, like, I'm not taking it off of this first candle because I feel like that's a fake out. So I'll wait for it to do this, then form a higher low, and then go up on the lower time frame. So you can see here on the 1-hour chart, this is where market opened up pretty much right here. That's where it formed that higher low. at, I think this is 7 p.m. Pretty sure. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern time, or 6 p.m. I think, whatever. So like it formed this during the Asian session, and then you can see it just took off from here. And if you didn't trade until London session, I mean, you can go down to the 15-minute chart and you can see that it broke through structure, retest, came down, retested this immediate structure here from London session off the open, retest that structure, and went up. But yeah, I'm targeting 151 even because I trade in levels. So if it breaks through 150 and I'm seeing that price is rotating on the higher time frames, um, I'm just more than likely going to trade level to level, like you can see here. In this case, you got higher low being formed here. That's pretty much what we're waiting for on that. So then the last trade that I called was gold. Let me see if I can find it in my group for you guys. Yep, it's pretty much right here. Scroll. Yeah, called it right here. This is 10:49 p.m. Yep, 10:49 p.m. I can't click on this because every time I click on it, it does this dumb shit. So I don't understand what's going on my Telegram right now. But pretty much that's gold, 10:49 p.m. So let's go back over here, and you can see pretty much where price was at that point in time. 10:49. Yeah, it was somewhere around here. But yeah, that's where I took the trade because I mean, you look at the daily chart. I saw that we formed this bullish candle right after this big bearish one, telling me that that's just a pullback, and it has to go fill pretty much this whole range that we have over here. All these clean candles pretty much have to be filled. At this point, we filled it up to this point, so I knew we pretty much are still targeting this level for a complete fill. And then there's double top liquidity up here that it could run for and pretty much grab all that. But yeah, I entered off the 4-hour chart because I could see you got this pattern pretty much here where you're taking, let's see here. You got the double bottom down here, right? And you got the impulse. This is the first correction. This would have been prime entry because this is the breaker structure retest of this little area in here. Get a higher low here, impulse, higher low, impulse. And then this area, that's where we just started to consolidate. So then we hit this demand zone here, went up. We're still forming lower highs at this point. So you're not taking the trade. Get a higher low here, still getting lower highs. You're just waiting for momentum to show you where it wants to break. But in this case, for me, I was already biased to the long side because of all these candles that we have over here. They needed to be filled. So then you just wait. And then this candle here closed above this structure, pretty much formed a double bottom, and it's showing that this has been respected multiple times in this zone. So then I took the buys off of this candle. I went and draw down a little bit off of this wick, and then it just immediately impulse. I thought it was going to impulse, correct impulse, but I mean, it being gold, like literally gold does just shoot when it breaks out of these little patterns sometimes. So sometimes you won't get a correction. So I mean, this is still running. This is a 1 to 2.9 risk to reward trade. But yeah, that's pretty much all we took this week so far. I think I took US 30 as well, but I didn't call this one in my group because it was a little more risky. So we had, let me pull this up here. Yeah, this is where market opened, and I saw this was in this little channel back at this point in time. So London came, I saw it react off of here, and it formed support off of 3250. And I made a previous video, if you guys go look at my channel, that discusses how I trade US 30, and it's based off of quarter points and in line with the overall trend. So we had this 3250 that was blown through, respected, and then we're making a higher low, so it's going to come run for this liquidity. So I bought here, even though this is a high point. You have to have stop loss here and target 32,500, or I mean, I'm sorry, 35,500 for a 1 to 2 risk reward. So I bought there, and then as you can see, this was like 7:30 in the morning, so almost the London New York crossover, and then New York session came in 9:30. That momentum kicked off, and that shit just took flight, start to pull back, and now we're just pulling back here, and more than likely it's going to keep going up to 35,500. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for that. But I mean, that's over 1,100 and something pips, 1,111 pips on this gold. That's, I mean, let's see here. I don't really know how to measure pips on gold. Let's just say that's like about 1,700 points, so 172 pips on gold. This is floating at 80 pips on GJ, and GU blew through TP for 68 pips, pretty much 69 pips. And then right now I'm pretty much looking at oil. I had this trade marked but didn't take it because I was in all the other pairs that I showed you in GBPs and gold and US 30. So I decided to leave oil alone, but I marked it up and that went straight through TP. And this is what I'm looking for now with oil. If we can break through these highs, we got a clean range over here on the higher time frame to just go fill those candles. Got clean candles here, clean candles coming down. So pretty much we filled at this point of it. So we still, if we can break these highs, that's just clean range, no support or resistance in this to go fill. So for me, this is just pretty much the same pattern that happened here. It's just a bullish flag. We're just holding support in here in this little area here. And you can see momentum is getting ready to shift, and we're going to kick off and probably break out during Asian session, catch those buys all the way up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, I'll put my Instagram, my Telegram in the description. And thank you for watching today.